We could provide the roadmap. It's up to you if you want to be successful or not.
Thank you, Preston, for being with us today. We're super excited because we decided to take that jump and partner with you with Easy Home Search to go exclusive for Broward County and Palm Beach County. Myself with like Reset Real Estate and Max Fisch, as you know, who's like an awesome lender with Nationwide Mortgage. So we've been getting so much buzz. This is why we wanted to do the video with you today. We've had agents calling us asking what's Easy Home Search, how could this benefit them, and we figured what better way to just bring you on to the Zoom today so you can clarify some of those questions that we're getting and the excitement that's behind it.
I started building out Easy Home Search in 2019 as a way to generate leads for a company I started at the time. And we continued to add MLSs, and we didn't exactly know what we were going to do with it then, but we have a clear picture now. We started adding MLSs across the country, and we wanted to build something different where it's not just a national portal where, you pay a high price per lead, or it's a referral fee base. Like there's never going to be a referral fee. There will never be a cost per lead. So say, for instance, you take in 2 counties, any leads that are generated in those two counties will go to your team, meaning that's a buyer lead, that's a seller lead, that's a cash offer lead. Any of those leads coming in will go to your team. And that's a big part of like exclusivity never goes away unless you say, hey, I want to cancel exclusivity. But if somebody else comes along and wants to get leads in that county, as long as you have exclusivity, your team's going to be the one getting all the leads. And we're continuing to we brought on a CTO 2 months ago. We brought on a CMO, Chief Marketing Officer, 2 months ago. So we're really focused on growing the organic traffic, growing the direct traffic. We currently have about 80 MLSs on the website. By the end of the year, there'll be 200 MLSs. And then it becomes a national portal. At 200 MLSs across the country, we have about 92% of all active listings across the country on the website.
But no, I think that's amazing because I was seeing your goal of like getting to a #8 national portal by like 2026.
That's the goal we put in front of our CTO, in front of our CMOs. Like we're really focused on being a top portal in the nation by 2026, which would be the top 8 is the focus for us. It's more like, how can we help the teams? How can we help the companies? Because, being in real estate for 20 years and growing several different companies and understanding the struggles of a real estate company, especially when you look at the profitability of a company. If I'm delivering you leads and saying, hey, give me 40% of whatever the gross commission income, the consumer has no idea that's happening, right? And they don't realize how hard it is to make a business work when you're giving away 40% of the total commission income, and then you got to split it with the agents, and what's left is not really a whole lot of money to run a business with.
I think that's what initially drew me to you guys as well. I mean, just the idea of growth and growing together. I think, and I think I speak for Jamie and myself when I say, that's what we're doing in our personal businesses as well. So to be able to grow, with the growth mindset of, I know you're saying one of the largest national portals and, by the year 2026, but even beyond that, just to be able to be a part of that, I think is pretty cool. And that coupled with the intentionality of partnering with the right people, right? There aren't many companies or lead generation portals or those types of things that that are so choosy about partnering with the right people. And I think that's really cool as well, because it creates for a better product.
We're sharing with the consumer that we're choosing to partner with the right teams, the right fit. Like we've turned away more people than have joined because what we don't want to do is partner with somebody that doesn't share that same, the same goal that we have of making sure the consumer has a great experience. We're getting the assets from the team. So, we could share to the consumer, say, hey, go to their Google, go check out their Google reviews, go check out testimonials, go check out these things from the team. So then the consumer has a good feeling. And, every time they come back to the website, we're sharing something based on that team that we partner with in that county to create a good experience for the consumer and the real estate team as well. It's not only a national portal, but we're also a marketing arm where we're continuing to put more information about that team, that company in front of the consumer.
We're already seeing the benefits from it. I mean, just meeting with you, Travis, Nikki, Alex, everyone over at Easy. I mean, it's been amazing so far. just with how much passion you guys have to make sure like we're saying the right things, we're following up right.
To us, I mean, that's what's most important, right? Like I'm not in this to just send leads to people. I really want to help them change their business, and change their business and change their life, right? Like it's, to be able to change your life, you have to make more money. And that's what our focus is helping teams and companies make more money and change their lifestyle and change their life and not give up so much money to something that you're not really getting any return for.
I think, to kind of take it beyond what it can do for the teams that are partnered with Easy, like Jamie and I, but for the consumer experience, just to kind of dive in on that a little bit more, from my experience so far with the platform, and just kind of like looking forward as a visionary, so to speak, it's really cool to be able to kind of like what you said, to touch on it a little bit more, to be able to look at a consumer and be like, hey, I know that you're in good hands. And to say that you're in good hands with these people, tangible people that like, hey, we know we have access to Jamie, myself, Preston, people that are in this every day, that understand the platform, how these things work. I mean, I think that is maybe an unspoken value add.
Major value. Yeah.
It's so valuable, in addition to, how valuable it can be to us as professionals.
If you think of a majority of the portals that are out there, like you don't really associate a name or a face with who they are, right? And that's exactly what we're not trying to do. We want people to understand who is behind it, the reason we're behind it, and always being transparent and honest, not only with the consumer, but with the real estate team. So we're just going to always be transparent and honest with what we're doing, and we're going to stand behind that. I mean, that's real estate has offered me a lot in my life to where I'm at now. And this is something that I'm passionate about, and that, making sure the real estate industry continues to grow, continues to expand. Everything we're doing from, an article standpoint, from, getting the market reports from the teams we partner with, and then sharing that on pages within the website so the consumer sees it. Being when I say a resource for the consumer, like a knowledge base, like they could get information, they feel the information is coming from a good source. There's so much out there that's in headlines that is untrue. So that's why we're focused on not only the consumer search experience, but making sure the information we're sharing and with the blogs and the news and everything else, that'll just continue to grow. And a lot of that's going to be based on the partnerships we have. Like, we're going to come to y'all and say, hey, can you give us a market report, a video that we could share? And then we're sharing that to the consumers. We're adding that in our blog posts. We're adding that in our newsletters, things going out. And then the consumer just continues to come back, because if they're coming back and using Easy Home Search instead of anything else, then obviously it benefits the teams we partner with.
And Preston, do you mind sharing a little bit about, I think what's cool as well, to add another layer, is that you were in this industry, right? Like this is how you built this business, correct? You were in real estate, you were in.
Yeah. I mean, it's what I'm still in it, right? So I still have a real estate team in a real estate company in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I built, my first website I built in 2004 with a partnership with Real Estate Webmasters at the time. I've used website as a way to grow different businesses. The previous company I sold out of, I used online lead gen as a way to build that as well. We used it at Palms Realty. So Palms Realty launched in 2021, and we use Exclusivity with Easy Home Search as a way to recruit, as a way to grow our team, as a way to build systems and processes and education and training around that lead gen side. And we grew from, we opened October of 2021, and now we have 110 agents, and we'll do about 300 million in business this year. So I've seen, and that was a big reason why the push, like across the country, is I really, when companies use this in the right way and use the exclusivity for the growth, for the recruiting, for the systems and process they are building, and give the consumer a good experience, you could grow the team. You could grow your team as big as you want it to grow based on your market you're in. And so, that's part of it as well, is like coaching the teams. And those are the things that I'll focus on, is like, how can I help the teams? How can I share with the teams the things we're able to do at Palms and other companies in a way to, a way to grow their team, however, whatever they want it to be. Maybe it's not 110 agents, maybe it's 40 agents, maybe it's 30 agents, maybe it's a smaller team and they just want to have, the ability to have that exclusivity where it's not going to go away. Like they'll have that county exclusivity as long as they keep it. And if somebody else wants to come in, that's not an option unless they cancel.
That's the benefit that I've been seeing too, is that a lot of agents don't understand how long it takes to convert online leads, coupled with everything that Easy's powering behind it to enhance the consumer experience, to benefit the agent, everything that we do behind the scenes that are built into that experience as well. And I feel like this is just also a vehicle for success for agents who don't really know where to go or how to build their pipeline or start getting their business going. You kind of like plug into the systems and you have a roadmap to success, which is pretty awesome.
This is what I've been doing even more so the last 10 years, like whether it's lead gen, whether it's AdWords, it's what we've been doing for the past 10 years. So we know what works. We know how to generate leads. We know the messaging, like we're going to be sending newsletters, the e-alerts we're already sending out, the Facebook messaging we're going to be sending out, and it's going to be tailored to whoever that team is based in that county. So that consumer continues to come back, by the end of the year, Q1 of next year, we'll have an app. So we'll have an app, mobile app. And the beauty of that is then the idea behind that is like, if you're a consumer and then your agent is, it's an agent on your team, it's yourself or whoever it is, they can message directly in the app to that consumer. The consumer would opt in to the agent and then they could just message in the apps. A lot of the things we're changing is related to the consumer experience, but also to the call to action. So we can make sure those teams that we're partnered with, their information is on the website, the consumer is always seeing it. The consumer login portal will have that information there as well. So, we're constantly evolving. And the good thing is, like, with the size we are, we can innovate real quickly. We could try something and say, oh crap, that's not working that great. We'll shut it off and switch it back to what we had a week ago. But we could do that, where like a lot of bigger companies, they can't. I mean, it's like steering a cruise ship. You can't make quick decisions and add something in and pull it back out if it's not working. So, we're going to continue to beta test different things. And that's, that's something that we'll continue to do. Our whole team is getting together in May to say, okay, let's roadmap this out and let's be able to share to the community that are our partners with us in Easy Home Search to kind of show them kind of what the future looks like based on a, whether it's a quarterly basis or whatever, just kind of things, because it's always exciting to know what's coming, right? Like to know it. And that's our goal, to put it out and then we push it out to the consumer and to the agents and the teams as well.
What's the most that you're excited about for launching Easy Home Search?
It's really to help teams and companies change their life. I mean, that's really the goal, is to, real estate has given me so much in my life that I have to be thankful for, and being able to help teams and companies across the country do the same. I mean, that's really what drives me, is being able to help individuals, even agents, like agents coming on your team and, see the value in Easy Home Search and how it could potentially change their lives by focusing on the leads that are coming in and those conversations and, all those different things. So for me, it's building a massive community that's successful because of the things we're doing and we're helping them do. It takes money to create a lifestyle that you want to live, right? And that's the ultimate goal, is to help people increase their income so they can live the lifestyle they want to live.
So are you telling us that in about 3 years, we're both going to live in mansions, or?
We'll be on a yacht, like on vacation in Italy. Let's go.
If that's your goal and that's what you want to see, I would love to see that happen for sure.
There's 2 of the biggest counties in all of Florida sitting at the table,
Two of
which
the
is
largest
awesome.
counties,
That's
yeah.
exciting.
Yeah.
Broward and Palm Beach, it's cool to partner with you and have exclusivity in those counties, simply because there's a lot of action.
A lot.
in
Yeah.
these counties.
A lot.
There's a lot. The beauty of it too, like when you look at it a national perspective, the more money we're spending on ads and pushing out the Easy Home Search brand and all the things we'll be doing, that'll just go, it's going to help everybody. The whole idea is like what exclusivity looks like now based on their lead volume today it's going to look very different in 12 months. And very different, meaning there's going to be more leads you're getting in 12 months than you're getting in the month of May of 2024. 2025 will be a lot different. So then it allows you to scale and grow your team. So when we're all of a sudden spending millions of dollars a month on ad spend with everything else we're doing with content and newsletters and all the things we're doing in marketing, all the teams are going to benefit all the way across the country with those initiatives and those things we're doing on the marketing front.
We're not even like completely dialed in yet, and we're already getting at least 500 easy opportunities a month,
Yeah.
which is build, and that's only going to expand.
It'll just expand. I mean, we're launching. So next month we'll have 30 counties launched. I'm working on a national data deal right now where we'll pull in more mortgage data, more deed data. We'll be able to have a lot more information on the website for the consumers to see. We'll have the AVM tool built where they could go in and put an address no matter where it's at in the country. And then it gives them their home value. And those are the leads that will start going to the agents and the teams. And and all of a sudden, the goal is, in Broward County and Palm Beach County, we're sending you 100 or 200 seller leads a month. That's the whole goal. And you'll see that, right? Because I understand the marketing beyond just, sending ads. Like there's email marketing, there's other ways to generate seller leads way beyond just spending money on ads. And those are the things we're going to be doing with the drip campaigns we send out, the newsletters we send out. All that information is to get people on the site so they understand their home value, they could track that home value, and then that becomes a seller opportunity. And who doesn't like listings?
I love listings.
I mean, if you're in Broward County and Palm Beach County, I think you need to reach out to Jamie quickly.
But that's what I love about this. And when we initially talked about, this partnership of getting the exclusivity with Easy Home Search is going back to where you said your why for growing this, right? Like my why for growing my real estate team was to change people's lives. I don't know who those people are, but
yeah,
who decide to join and come along for the ride. Like I did this to change my life, but it's more fruitful when you bring people along who can see what they thought maybe wasn't possible, right? And
100%.
It's just so amazing to be able to partner with people who have that same mindset. And I just think that's awesome.
The things that real estate has done for me, I want to be able to help other people, whatever their goal is, to see those same type of goals hit and grow their life however they want to live it.
I think what's cool is, and I keep going back to, obviously, we're talking about the benefits of what it can do for us as professionals, but the consumer being able to put their biggest financial event in their life in the hands of trusted people through a trusted platform is huge, because it can change our lives as professionals in financially and our kids' kids, right?
Yeah.
But we're changing their lives.
That we're changing their lives,
Yeah.
not just with the experience that they're going to have in their home purchase or selling their home, but also what that can create for their family.
Yeah, 100%.
It's cool to me, especially on the lending side of things, because I feel like I almost have to speak on behalf of the good lenders out there, right? In the sense that there's a lot that can go wrong. There are a lot of different things that somebody could be subject to in the lending process that they might not know is atypical.
The other day,
right? Yeah.
He saved for us.
But those are the things that consumers need to know, because there's so many headlines out there that are false, whether it's NAR stuff or mortgage rates or whatever it is. There's so many, they're just clickbait, and it's hard to really get good information without questioning, is it true or not? Is this true or not? You got the president talking about, now we could finally negotiate commissions. You could always negotiate commissions. There's so much BS out there. That's really the consumer side. We want to focus on giving them good information from great professionals in counties that we partner with. And when you talk about the consumer experience, like the search experience, to me, it's also beyond that. It's also like getting the information that is coming from credible sources that they don't have to question.
And it's who that information is coming from too, right?
Yeah.
Like the credible local source that lives in that, because like, you know, what a lot of people don't realize, like the national mortgage rates and everything that you see a lot of times are incorrect, or, you know, per market, there could be some kind of program that you have to Broward County or to Palm Beach County that is not something that they're aware of. And a lot of times they bring in lenders from out of state or whatever, and they don't even know what it is, and the deal falls apart. So, I mean, part of that is like sharing with the consumer that may not know that. And partly that's a lot of time real estate, or, you know, our fault is like, hey, just thinking that people know this because we're in the business. So the more information we could share to them, the more educated they become. And then you don't, you know, fall into those situations where they're, you know, bringing in a national lender and it might not work out, and a local program would work out a lot better.
That's what's so painful for like us on the real estate side, is when we're educating the consumer, but they want to still use certain partners that are not true embedded. And then what happened the other day, you know, that their loan got denied. Max revived it in 2 weeks, same exact property. That person, if they decided not to talk to Max or a trusted lender, that's, you know, I mean, they wouldn't have a home.
And that's what the consumer does. You know, they don't know that like there's certain portals out there that push them to their mortgage side, and they, you know, they're pushing the agents that are getting leads from them to say, hey, you need to push people to XYZ to get approval, you know, or you're going to see less leads. You know, so there's so many things that are happening that the consumer is not aware of, and they should know. You know, they should know that you know, they get 40% or 50% of once a deal closes. You know, they should know that, hey, they're pushing them to use their mortgage on a national level, and the consumer doesn't know that. We'll always be honest. We'll always be transparent in what we're doing. You know, they'll understand that their information is shared with one team and one company, and that's the way it'll always be. We're very focused on making the experience better for the teams, and you know, we're creating content. That's why I brought Nikki on. And the people that are building out the messaging to the consumer have been in sales and inside sales for a very long time, so they understand that. Like, you know, that's part of what we're doing. You know, Kurt, the CMO we brought on, he was with Showcase IDX, he was with EXP for a while, and now he's with Easy Home Search, and you know, we were on a call for 2 hours this morning just talking about the things we could do that make the platform better, not only for the consumer, but the real estate teams as well.
I'm excited, and I'm excited to just use this as a platform to change people's lives, really consumer-based, agent-based, you know, and then the fact that your track record alone with everybody that you're bringing on to Easy that I've met so far, I mean, their track record speaks volumes. It's incredible. So it's like the only way that, you know, you can't succeed in a home buying and selling process, whereas an agent from a lead conversion perspective is if you're not listening, you're not coachable, and you're just not working, right? So it's just like there's such a recipe for success with everything that you guys are pushing behind it, and then what we're doing, like I said, locally on our side to build our businesses, which just aligns in my mind perfectly with Easy.
I mean, we could provide the roadmap. It's up to you if you want to be successful or not. Like we you know, what we share is proven and tried, you know, and it's up to the individual. I mean, if they want to come in the door and they want to make $200,000 or $300,000 a year with you, they could do it. They just got to put in the work. And there's no easy button. There's no secret way to do it. It's just put in the work and you'll be successful. And if they commit to it, we'll definitely provide. I mean, you'll provide the value on what you're doing with the education and everything else. And leads are never going to be a problem. You know, it's just they need to just come in and do the work.
Preston, thank you for all you're doing with Easy Home Search. It's really going to help our community, and I think that I might be a little bit biased, but I think that you chose the right team to do it down here in South Florida. So
100% believe that as well, for sure.
You know, so we appreciate it.
Yeah, we do. We're very excited to see where the future brings for all of us. So thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
All right. Yeah.